He jumps, it's gone! Oh, Rob Riley!
And the Sixers are going to win this game! Across the line, and the Flyers win the hockey game!
The Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59. It's their
Welcome back to another season of Around South Philly. We are super excited to bring a whole new fun and fresh show for you guys. This is nothing like we've done in the past. This is all brand new. It's only right that we kick it off with the Eagles.
They don't make the Super Bowl. What's there to talk about? We knew this team wasn't going to do anything, but we found out that God exists. Kevin Patullo is gone, and we get a offensive coordinator who has never once called plays in his career yet, and Jeff Statlin just left. So Howie Roseman just has to save us in the draft to help us forget about what just happened. And then maybe A.J. Brown leaves us too.
You're hoping A.J. Brown leaves us?
I don't want him to leave.
You just said you hope he leaves us.
That was a mental error.
No, you see, we've talked about this in the past, that Kevin Patullo probably should have been fired with no prior offensive coordinator experience in the past. How much of it do you really think was maybe Jalen's fault? Personally, I don't think he's the star quarterback material. I think it's time to start fresh with pretty much a whole new offense.
We just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then with an offensive coordinator that was gone the next season.
Okay, so Jalen Hurts is as good as his coordinator. We had Steichen, he was an MVP candidate. We had, what's his name? We had Kellen Moore, and we won a Super Bowl, and he won the Finals MVP, Super Bowl MVP. So we just need a good coordinator, and he's good.
No, Cole, I have to disagree with you here. I think this is a QB issue. I really do. I think, as much as it pains me to say this because it was funny to constantly harp on Patullo, that Jalen Hurts is stuck in his own ways, and he's not looking to change, and regardless of who they hire as a coordinator, he's going to keep running the same plays the way Jalen wants to play them. And it's just nothing's going to change. Why aren't we having Saquon run around the sides?
Because
why is he constantly running through the middle?
Well, that's not Saquon.
Why is our quarterback not throwing over the middle?
Because our quarterback can bench 600 pounds and run for 50 yards.
I don't care about that. No, it's because he's stuck in his own ways.
He just can't throw the ball as good.
He can't see over the defense.
He can still pass.
No.
He's still serviceable. His passing is serviceable, and he gets his value out of the run game.
No.
All right.
We need... If you want to see a quality offense, it starts with your quarterback, and Jalen Hurts is not it.
All right. What do you recommend we do then?
Why not start Tanner McKee? Why not? Why not?
We just paid Jalen Hurts $50 million.
So tall, and I guarantee you, with the offense that we had, they gave him no starters when he started that last game of the regular season. Absolutely none. If he would have had the starters that played every season, Tanner McKee would be the quarterback that no one expects him to be. And I will die on that hill.
So, do we bench the quarterback we paid $50 million
Maybe.
to? Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Bring up the backup.
We'll end there. We'll end there. Now, I can talk about my Sixers. My king has knees. Everyone said it was not Joel's team anymore. And a couple months later, we're relying on him just as much as we always have been. This team looks dead without him, like always. I had some good things to talk about the Sixers, and they all just kind of got wiped in the last week or 2 weeks. I was going to say Paul George was doing good, finding a role. He got busted for drugs. Jared McCain, he was in the G League. I thought he was really finding a groove. I thought him and Embiid would make a great pair. Traded for scraps. Today was the trade deadline, and our franchise, Joel, says, hey, go out and help us win. Stop trying to dodge the tax. But these cheapskates just unload players to stay under the tax. I want to say horrible things about Josh Harris, but I will not get started with that. So McCain is gone for a piece of string and half an eaten McChicken, and Eric Gordon is gone too, I guess.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did you sacrifice your own knee and give it to Joel Embiid? For
Yes.
those of you who don't know, Cole got ACL surgery and is still sitting here to do the show today. Did you sacrifice your own knee for Joel Embiid?
I would.
You might have
would.
already.
It's really weird being the one with the bum knee watching Joel on the court. It's worth it. He's putting up 30 a game again, so it's all fine. I have something to watch now when I can't walk. It's all fine.
I guess so. Let's kick it to baseball season. Pitchers and catchers is just a week away, and all we can say is Schwarber's back for a whole lot of money and a whole lot of years.
Yeah.
Is this a good thing for a designated hitter?
I would say it's good if we were willing to switch up the team from the last 4 years, but no, we just keep having the same exact offseason, hoping that a washed-up outfielder has a career resurgence and maybe shake up the bullpen, and there you go. That's an offseason.
Yeah, I'll bring this up later, but I don't see the Phillies doing much this season. What we're going to see this season is what everyone knows is a rebuild, where it's a lot of your AAA farm kids coming up, getting a lot of playing time, getting some trade value in there, and then maybe something will happen during the deadline.
I don't know if it's a rebuild, but
That's
we're
why I put
getting
it in
there.
air quotes.
It is. I think we'll be good, and we'll forget about this dreadful offseason once we get into the swing of things, and we'll win like 80, 90 games, maybe make the playoffs, and then we'll be calling for Dave Dombrowski's head again. Can we talk about Bo Bichette now?
Yeah. What is there to talk about? Because he's not a Philly.
Yeah. Well,
That's
there's
the problem.
the fact that we were willing to fork up $200 million, was it? And then we strike out on him. And then the next day we say, oh, we're content with our roster. And then we panic pay JT Realmuto to make him the highest paid catcher in all of Major League Baseball.
Okay, I want to say I don't mind JT coming back one bit. Let me just preface that. However, JT's getting older. We've mentioned this before. He's very inconsistent at home. He is not a home turf hitter. He strikes out a lot at CBP.
Mm-hmm.
However, with your Marchand, maybe he'll see some more home games. Maybe they'll build him up.
Hey, we brought back Garrett Stubbs.
That we did. That we did. I don't know. At the root of it all, the Phillies bullpen is going to probably suffer the most, as it always does.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a rough season as a
No
Phillies
Ranger,
fan.
too. We didn't talk about that.
No Ranger Suarez, and this was one that hurt the most for me, I will admit. I would have absolutely loved to see Ranger just, he's so calm, cool, and collected on the mound, and he's just such a personable guy. It's someone that's what every baseball player should be, is Ranger Suarez. He's just that type of person who's just happy to play the game, and he loves what he does, and you see that passion. And then to see him not in Phillies pinstripes, quite a shame.
Yeah.
It's quite a shame.
The team just got worse.
Pretty much.
And if Andrew Painter doesn't pan out, or Crawford doesn't pan out, then what? What do we do at that point? We're going to run the same team back? I was hoping for Bichette, not even just for Bichette, but because we would have had to trade somebody.
That guy.
I want him off my baseball team, and I was so close. And I didn't get that. And now we're going to run back the same team, and we're going to have the same results.
You did.
I don't know. All right, and now the Flyers. Danica, this is your time.
The Flyers. Inconsistent in the month of January. We're looking at a 4-8-3 record. If this was baseball, we're not batting Well, we are batting 500, I guess, but it's not good. It's not looking good. Konechny is single-handedly carrying this team, and I will get to this later, but he stinks enough to not make Team Canada. Matvei Michkov is also another name that I'd like to throw out there. He's having quite an inconsistent season as well. And, you know, in the John Tortorella era, it was constantly like, we're working at him and, you know, we're building up his mindset. We're making him mentally tough before we make him physically tough. But now it's your sophomore season. What are we doing?
Well, on
absolutely
the
nothing.
Right side, you pay attention more than I do.
I do.
But I feel like I've seen Michkov's name scoring a little bit more in the last month or so. How do you feel? Still the same way?
There's a lot of work to be done in the Matvei Michkov era. I do see a lot of hope. I'm not saying this in any negative way. I think Matvei will be your star player in his older seasons, in his older years. But right now, still coming up in the league, there's some hope. And just to throw a name out there, Trevor Zegras, you know, just keep killing it, and that's about it. I don't want to jinx him. I don't want to jinx him.
I was just going to ask, what's the word on Trevor? But we had to mention him.
Speaking of jinxing players and superstitions, we have to kick it off to our very new segment. Do you want to explain how this started?
So, Danica and I have been texting, and she sent me a picture of her eating cake several times. And I don't know who made the connection between the cake and the Flyers, but it just kept happening. And all of a sudden, we're both taking pictures of food.
The Flyers were winning when I was eating this cake. Let's just say that. So as a Philly faithful, you start to get a little superstitious. So I just kept eating cake every time the Flyers were playing. And you know what? The outcome was pretty good until it wasn't.
Until we started keeping track. Actually, cake has been doing awful since we started recording it.
So that is what this segment is all about. It's about superstitions and what we are eating in correlation to how the Flyers are performing.
Well, I need to mention the additional part. The Sixers, too. Shirt color. That's the new superstition that we're tracking. A little bit less data to look at, but that is also a superstition that we have. Starting off with the first thing to report about on our superstitions. Pizza. 2 wins, both 5-2 wins.
That's got to mean something.
It's got to mean something. Pizza's the one so far. It is far and away the best performing food amongst like the 20 foods we have listed.
So if every other food is doing so terrible, you have this outlier of pizza, and it's just like just a gold star in like triangular pizza form. And I will edit something as just a pizza and a star to just like put like next to me, like right here.
I almost feel like I can't eat the pizza too often because it has a prestige about it.
Cheesesteaks though, they're not looking good.
No.
Which is really ironic, but kind of makes sense considering cheesesteaks are like your touristy thing in Philly, and it's not like your Philly faithful. They're by far performing the worst.
Yeah. Danica, I know you are a big fan of chicken tenders.
I'm a chicken tendy faithful.
I need you to stop, because they are 0-2 with the chicken tenders.
I can't give up the chicken tenders. I'll eat them on the days that they're not playing.
There you go. That's a good workaround. For whatever reason, rice cakes has been my go-to food in this stretch. They're 1-3 with the rice cakes, so I'll stop eating those too.
Perfect. Let's talk about the Sixers.
All right.
So I had the absolute epiphany and realized that every time Cole and I wore the same color shirt, the Sixers won. We are undefeated when Cole and I match. But we did win without matching because Cole's team doesn't solely rely on superstitions. And in our notes here, Cole has, we're winning it all, to be honest. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that.
No, the deadline was today. Let's scratch that. That's all now. The first color I want to talk about.
It's not really a color at
Not
all.
really a color. Danica suggested the name blue, gray, black in all capital letters. Well, no, I put it in caps. We both put it in caps.
It was in all caps when I sent it to you.
That was a great game. It was against the Bucks. It was a blowout. Again, this aged horribly. Jared McCain had a season high. I was really excited about that. Paul George at 32. Those things don't matter anymore.
But blue, gray, black might just be the move. And I said it wrong. Blue, gray, black. That's the color.
There you go. I wore red twice.
Stop.
Yes. I will. I need to stop.
Yeah.
What I'm finding out is we are going to be coordinating our clothes until June.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're
I
not.
will call you every single morning, and we will match until we are marching down Broad Street.
That's just not happening.
It's happening. I will make sure it happens.
It's just not happening.
I'll annoy you until it starts happening.
No. And the words of the week. We could not let this segment just slip away.
Mm-mm.
This is by far my favorite segment. Yours might be the Sixers matching and, superstitions.
If that keeps up, it will be my favorite. Yeah.
You can kick it off for words of the week.
My first award is the Repairer of Knees and the Repairer of Dreams award. Dr. Glashow. Joel Embiid is dunking the basketball again. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it. It has been years since he has done that. I want that man. I want a statue. I want his name hung from the rafters. I want him courtside at every finals game. And I want him at the parade. He's a miracle worker. And he should be honored in this city. My next one is connected. It's the Respectfully, I Think You're Dumb and I Want to Laugh at You award. That one goes to everybody who said, this is Tyrese Maxey's team now. Joel can leave. Joel Embiid is the most skilled Sixer to touch a basketball. He has single-handedly made this team relevant for the last decade, and too many people were calling him washed for my liking. But now he's back, and as I said, the team relies on him just as much as they always have. He just needed knees to remind all of you. So, to those people, ha, ha. And my last award, the Thank You for Doing Your Job Because Nobody Else Can award. That goes to Howie Roseman and the Eagles front office. They didn't do anything. I don't think they can make trades yet. But as we've discussed, some of the other front offices in the city are a lot worse. So thank you, Howie Roseman. And that's all I have.
Thank you for that. My awards of the week, the You're So Mediocre It Hurts award, goes to none other than Travis Konechny, as I mentioned before. How does one lead the team with 22 goals and 32 assists, but does not make Team Canada? Team Canada is absolutely stacked. Travis Konechny would not have fit in. Let me just put that out there. Every time I have to watch the Flyers in person, they have gone into overtime. We've talked about this a lot. The Flyers are known to go into extra minutes of hockey. 2 of those times, TK has essentially been the reason why we lost. First, overturning the puck against the Vegas Golden Knights, that led to a breakaway goal. The second time, wrung the puck off the post in a breakaway that would have given the LA Kings the win back in the other end. Konechny is so good, but bad, it truly hurts. Since it seems that every week I give awards to 2 Flyers, the next may come to a shock to some of you. The You Did It award goes to Garnet Hathaway. 1 point, 1 assist, plus minus a -7. I cannot believe it, Cole. Garnet Hathaway has a point on the season. Although still kind of disappointing, I will say I'm happy to see that Hath has finally put 1 on the board. That might be all we get this season, but at least he's number 1 in something. And my next award also goes to a front office. The how bad do you want us to tank this season award goes to the Philadelphia Phillies front office. Not only did you drop the ball, literally, all pun intended, on the Bo Bichette deal, but now we're letting Harrison Bader walk at the expense of keeping Nick Castellanos in the outfield. Why? I don't mind the idea of Crawford coming up and playing center field whatsoever, but if you have hope this season that we're making a quality World Series run, I fear this team is slowly reverting back to a 2013-2017 Phillies run where Maikel Franco was our star player.
Don't go that far, please. I don't want to think about that.
We're talking like Odubel Herrera, Maikel Franco,
Cesar Hernandez.
Yeah.
No.
It's gonna be a rough season to be
We'll
a
have the
Phillies
names.
fan.
We'll have the names. We'll just have like a 40-year-old Bryce Harper, you know.
And I have one more award. My final award goes to a dear friend of mine, Cole, for being so resilient enough to do this show with half a leg. And potentially giving it to Joel Embiid. I did not know that's why you did that.
Yeah.
I commend you, sir. And for keeping the stats on these insane superstitions, because I have opened that Excel spreadsheet once, and I commend you for keeping track of all of that.
I have the time.
And I haven't told you every single day what color shirt I'm wearing, and I'm really concerned on how you're finding out that information.
I pay attention.
Okay.
If I see you, I'm like, oh, there it is. I remember. Okay. Thank you for the award. I appreciate it. And now to wrap things up, that is going to do it for the new and improved Around South Philly. You can find me on New Press, where we can see all kinds of happenings at Newman University, particularly athletics. You can also see both of us Mondays at 8 a.m., Rise and Shine. I guess listen, not see. Danica on Game Time. Do you have a release day scheduled?
It should be coming out on today, Thursday.
There we go.
Yeah. I also do another show on WNUW called DJ Padone Alone. I once had a co-host and she no longer goes here. So I'm all by myself. So from 5 to 7 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can listen to my jams and occasionally me yap. Just sometimes, though. Tune in next week to watch this show, though, Around South Philly.
We will see you later.